Hey everybody, you can get a Microsoft developer account for the Power Platform, but it's not as straightforward as you might think. Hey everybody, I'm Roger Brogan and this is Azure Power Dev where we learn how to write applications with little or no code. And today we're going to get our account set up for free for all four pillars of the Power Platform: apps, automate, Power BI, and virtual agents. So make sure you watch all the way to end to see how we set up licenses for all of those accounts for free.
We want to get a free Power App account so that we can learn how to do some development with Power Apps and Power Automate and all the good stuff in the Power Platform. So if we do a quick search, let's do Power Apps free account, and we see that there is a Power Apps community plan. So let's go ahead and go over to that page. Free development environment for individual use. That sounds exactly what we want. And where can I sign up? We can go over to the Power Apps Community Plan website here, and it says who can sign up? Anyone with a work or school account. It's a little strange. What if I just want to use my own personal account? Well, let's see how to do that. Now, if we hop over here to the community plan and we click the Get Started Free button here, it asks us to set up our account. And let's just use a regular personal account here. And this is actually, I've signed up with a Microsoft account for this, but it tells us it doesn't like this. This looks like a personal email address. It says enter your work address so we can connect to others in your company. And that's fine if that's what you want to do. If you want to use your work address and your work's going to give you an account to learn to develop, that's absolutely one way to go about it. But what we're going to do here is we're going to set up a completely personal account. That's your own account that's completely separate from work so that we can learn how to develop in the Power Platform. If we want to have a work account or something where we can sign up for this automated plan, what do we actually do? Now, what we will actually do here is go over to another program that Microsoft has, and this is the Microsoft 365 developer program, which is also free. We get a free sandbox of tools to build solutions for what they're calling the Microsoft 365 platform. This is really pretty handy here because if we scroll down, we can see that we're going to get a free Microsoft 365 E5 developer subscription, which gives us 25 user licenses for development purposes and lots of things that are available for us. So it's not super obvious, I don't think, from the other page that this is what we want, but I am going to actually sign up for this. Now I've actually signed in with my Cybernet account here, so I'm going to go ahead and click join. And when you click join here, you've got to fill in some information here and accept the terms here. And we're going to go over here, focus as developer. Let's just say this is personal projects, areas of interest, definitely Power Apps, maybe some more if you like. And now we are in the Microsoft 365 developer program. The next thing that we want to do is go ahead and set up our developer subscription. So let's click that, and we're going to create a username and a domain. So this is my favorite username here, and we'll call this see if that is available, because this is an actual domain. So this is going to be the Cybernet demo on Microsoft.com domain, and we need a nice strong password that we can remember. Go ahead and save the password. We'll use the phone number send code to add the additional security here. Let's do our little capture here. All of our traffic lights. And I'm getting a code here. So we will enter the code. All right, so now we have the developer subscription here, and we've got some extra fun things that we can do. We can add some additional users. This is really helpful. I'm going to go ahead and have our password ready. We're going to add 16 fictitious users with licenses. They've got mailboxes, metadata, all this good stuff. This will be really handy if we're developing any applications that need to interact with multiple users or different mailboxes or calendars. And I'm going to use that to log on. Enter the password. Save the password. This is giving the permissions requested for this to set up the sample users. I will accept those. And this will be a shared password for all of the users. So once again, pick one that is nice and strong and easy for you to remember. And we'll go ahead and install all of our fictitious users. Now we have some additional data packs here. We can put some dummy mail and events into those accounts and also create a SharePoint site. And these are pretty handy. So as soon as this is done, I'm going to go ahead and set up mail and events and also a SharePoint site. But now that we have a administrator here for our Microsoft 365 developer subscription, I'm going to go back to our Power Apps community plan, and we're going to go ahead and get started with this one. But this time, I'm going to now use the administrator of the Office 365 tenant. And when we put that in and click next, it says, hey, you're already a Microsoft customer. Go ahead and sign in to get your Power Automate free with your account. So let's go ahead and sign in. And here we go. Yeah, I'll go ahead and share my information with partners. I'm going to click next. And let's go ahead and get started. And let's go ahead and set this up. Yes, I am in the US. I accept the terms. Let's hop back over to our developer dashboard and see what's going on here. Okay, so we have our users installed here. I'm going to go ahead and install mail and events. Now this can actually take a few hours, so we'll get an email when that's complete. I'm going to go ahead and start with a SharePoint sample data pack. So let's go ahead and install that. Gives us some Teams data and some nice sample data here. We'll just leave it the team site with data, and we'll give it the data site default URL. We'll need to sign in as the administrator and then accept. Consent for the whole organization. Go ahead and accept the permissions. And that's going to go ahead and install. 10 minutes to 2 hours, pretty broad range, but it looks like we've got users and mail events. So if we go ahead and go over to the subscription here, we can see that we've got Office 365 and we've got Power Apps and Power Automates. Let's go ahead and select Power Apps here. We can see there's some sort of disconnect. It's because I probably have too many of these accounts. I've been using multiple accounts, setting up this demo here. So that's more than likely just some cookies that I need to clear out of the system here. But let's see if Power Automate is a little more friendly here. Okay. Let's get started with Power Automate. We're in our default environment here, and we should be able to create a new flow. Different templates. Let's take a look at this one. Now you can see this allows us to check that we're properly connected to Outlook and OneDrive because this flow uses um, Outlook and OneDrive. It's going to save email attachments automatically onto our OneDrive, so we can go ahead and create that. So it looks like the flow environment is set up correctly here. Let's see if Power Apps is going to behave. Yeah, this is giving me some issues because I think we have the different account. Yeah, I have a different account here, so let's sign in with the account that I'm currently using for my demo here. And voila, we should be able to create some apps here. We start with a blank one, we can start going into that. Not going to do that, going to save that for future videos here. But it looks like what we have set up so far is we've got Office Developer, we've got Power Apps, Power Automate, we've got Power BI. Looks like we've got that set up as well. Let's look for Power Virtual Agents here. That is not yet set up. One of the other things that we can do as the administrator is go to the admin page. So let's go over to the admin page, choose the correct account. And here's where we can take a look at all of our users. These are our fake users that we've created. And we can also take a look at the licenses that are available. So let's see what license I have here. Manage product license. The E365 setup and Power Automate free. All right, so let's go see what we can do about setting up the Power Virtual Agents. And we've got another Start Free button here. And this is going to tack this on. This is the account that we want. Yes, we'll go ahead and share some information. And we're now all set. We're in the United States. Let's go ahead and get started. Test bot. English US. Cybernet demo environment. And it's going to go ahead and create a bot. So we've got Power Virtual Agents, Power BI, Power Automate, and Power Apps all working with our free personal account. And if we take a look at the licenses one more time here, we should see that we've got the additional one there. So we've got the Virtual Agents, Viral Trial, Power Automate free, and the rest of the licenses come with the Office 365 developer account. So there you have it. We're all set up and ready to start developing on the Power Platform with a free account.